Hi guys, back with my second DayZ video. Um, we're picking up where we left off. If you remember from last video, I came from Electro to Belota, found a few dead bodies and got some really good gear, only for it to disappear with the bug. So I lost my backpack with all my goodies in it. I lost my shoes, so I'm barefooted. Stuff like my tactical vest. So I'm just checking some of the conditions of the mods on my gun here. I've got some pristine. The sight is worn. The only thing that's damaged is the flashlight, but that's really just for. I just like the look of that flashlight on the gun. I'm probably never going to use it. So what I've got to do now is head back into Belota, which I don't really want to do because I'm on a full server and I'm hungry. I haven't really got full equipment, and there's always somebody at Belota. So I'm going to head in here and see what we can find. A lot of the first half of this video is speeded up because there's a lot of looting, and then we get to a bit of action later on once I've got my equipment back. So this is probably one of the dodgiest parts of trying to get the Belota, is anybody could be hiding in the trees here. But you've probably seen the message coming up that I feel hungry, so I think I have to stop in any house I can find and see if I can get myself some food. Now, one of the things I lost on the bug last time was my can opener, and can openers are pretty important. I mean, if you find, I've just found, I think that's sardines in the circular tin, could be tuna, but I can use my hatchet or my fire axe to open that tin. But as you can imagine, if you're trying to open a tin with an axe, you're gonna lose some of your precious sardines. So a tin opener will leave you with 100% of your sardines left, and an axe will probably leave you with about 40 or 50%. I think the highest I've seen off an axe is maybe 65%, but I've also seen it go down as low as about 32% food left. So I'm just having a look around these trees because this is areas that people like to sort of sit and hide in these bushes and trees, and just watch for people going into that admin building that I'm heading towards. If somebody's sitting in those trees back there and see somebody walking past the window inside, then they've got plenty of time to come up and ambush them. So just make sure the place is clear. Kind of surprised I haven't seen anybody yet, but that's a good thing, as I'm not really ready for any major engagement at the minute. You'll see there I've got a pistol, although I'm right out of room, so I'm going to try. I did have a pistol, as you can see I've still got the magazines for it, but yeah, that's one of the other things I lost in the last episode. So put the magazine in the pistol so it's actually some use to me. I did drop the walkie-talkies there. In the last video you see me pick up 2 walkie-talkies. I'm pretty sure they don't work, so I figured if space is at a premium, I may as well just drop them. There is a big backpack there, but I'm sort of crossing my fingers and hoping to get one of those green hunter backpacks, which I had last time. So I really have to eat. In fact, you'll see now what I was talking about opening a can with the fire axe. So you'll see there, 49% left. So I've lost just over half of the sardines. But it's either open them with an axe and lose half, or starve to death. I think there's a screwdriver just down there to the left. I'm pretty sure that will open tins as well. I found a knife, like a kitchen knife you can use, and that seems to be quite good. You know, you'll never get 100% of your food, but you know, you'll maybe get a high 60, maybe 70, 75% of your food left. I think I've seen an 80% using a knife. So if you don't have a tin opener and you do see like a kitchen knife, I suppose the bayonet for the M4 would probably work just as well, as they're sort of pretty much a similar object. Then that's probably your next best option. However, if you're hungry and you've got food and something to smash a tin open with, then smash it open, eat, don't die. So this is where I found my couple of bodies last time, just lying there in the stairs. No bodies there today. So that either means that nobody's been here yet to get killed. I may be the first one to encounter the bandits stalking Balota, or everybody's moved off because, you know, the server has been up for an hour or two. You know, everybody's geared up and moved off the coast. You know, some servers you'll find that people just stick to, like, so many people just stick to the coasts, and you know, because they're all on the coast and killing each other and punching each other to death and having boxing matches. Some servers are just, the coast is just full of people, and in other servers, you know, it seems that people just try and get as far away from the coast as soon as possible. You know, I don't mind doing either. I like taking little walks along the coast, take a little stroll along the beach, see what sort of people I can meet on my travels. And you know, I love going up to the two airfields. You know, the northeast airfields, good for loot, and it's usually relatively quiet. You got to watch for snipers though. And northwest, you know, everybody knows northwest is the PvP zone. That's the killing zone. You're going into the meat grinder whenever you go into northwest airfield. So another thing I'm doing here, I'm really going to be looking for people to interact with in this video. So I've picked up some disinfectant. I've got some handcuffs. I've got maybe 3 or 4 sets of handcuffs, and actually sort of by the time I sort of move along the coast a bit, I think I end up with 6 pairs of handcuffs. So and collected the disinfectant, handcuffs, and as I go on, I do collect a load of rotten, you know, bananas and stuff, you know, just so I can show you guys the force feeding of rotten food and disinfectant and things like that. And hopefully, you know, if I can get a couple of people that are together, you know, that's my goal, is to try and get to an area where, you know, there's going to be a lot of little Bambis, a lot of little new survivors, and I can get a nice little group of survivors, get them all to strip down so they have nothing on them, and then, you know, maybe put out some disinfectant for them, and whoever breaks out of their handcuffs first gets to force feed the other guys disinfectant and bananas, and, you know, something fun, nice and entertaining for me, you know, and possibly, you know, the winner may get to live. He may not, depending on how he pleases me. So what I'm doing now is, this is probably the safest route to get down to these barracks, if you're up that end. You know, it's a nice little depression there, but I am extremely hungry, it says, so I must eat some, and that is tuna. So you can see there, I put the tuna down into my wee inventory slot along the bottom of the screen there, and every time I press 6, it puts the can in his hands, and if I scroll, I can get him to eat the food. And the zombie has just made me bleed. Same thing with the rags there. If you put them down in there, it's sort of quicker. If I just press 5, whenever I scroll, I get the use option. So these two barracks are just side by side. There's not great loot in them, but I'm getting some stuff. You know, I'm getting back some of the stuff that I lost in the previous day. And then this is the third and final barracks down at Bloda. So that's pretty much everything at Bloda, military-wise, that can be searched. Well, whenever I say at Bloda, I mean on the actual airfield. You'll see now. We're going to go to a little camp. This used to be on the original DayZ mod. However, it looks a little bit different. There's definitely a lot more going on here than there was in the mod. So, you know, there's no point you guys watching, you know, half an hour, 40 minutes, however long it took me to read this place, of me just going and finding equipment. I didn't pick up that helmet there because I think it was ruined. But I'm getting lots of ammo. I'm checking some scopes to see if I can just upgrade the conditions of my weapons and stuff. Getting some food too. You'll notice I'm only going into these sort of tents, the ones with the two open sides. They're the only ones. They're the only tents that spawn this sort of loot. Oh yeah, I ran into a problem here. I don't know what happened this section of video, but for about the next 10 seconds, it's a bit fucked up basically. I tried to fix it. I think it must have been whenever I was recording it, it got a little bit screwed up. But this is just the end of me searching Bloda now. I'm pretty much done searching those tents. There is another sort of building there that spawns loot. It's the sort of wee camo sniper nests. So I'm going to get the heck out of Dodge and head up the coast. So this is me sitting by a rock. I think I'll check my map and show you where I want to go. So I'm over here at Bloda. I travel through Cherno, straight to Electro, and I'm now at Otmail. As I'm running around and I spot my first little friend. So he doesn't look to be armed, so I'm just going to run over and have a wee chat to him. Now this must be the video where all the problems are happening, because you can see my little chat things up there and you can't hear my voice. So I'm just asking him to stop.
Bro,
maybe take his clothes off.
Bro, you want my pants and my shirt?
So I just asked him,
Well, I don't have
yeah,
pants
take your
underneath.
pants and your shirt off. That would please me. Oh, I think you might have a lot underneath. Let me have a looky.
Yeah. You want to see my penis?
He's a bit shy, he doesn't want to take his trousers
If
off.
you want to see my penis, just that.
Well, this guy is a bit forward, you know. All you have to do is ask and he will show you his penis.
No? What?
So my plan for this guy is to take him over to that island
What kind of...
and handcuff him and hopefully find him a little buddy.
Okay, you want me to
I'll
go
find
to
him a little
Ireland?
friend to have a fight with. Yes, I want you to go to the island with me. Oh, poof. And he's gone. So, first combat logger. I mean, he didn't even have any gear, so I run off, and just as I'm running back up the hill to make my way along, I spot another guy. So, I'm quite annoyed he combat logged, because this could have been his sparring partner. So, you see my little chat thing on there. Again, you can't hear it, but I'm just asking this guy nicely to please stop, put his hands up, and obey my orders. And you can see he decides to just take off sprinting down the road. First shot not so good, second shot on target. So he goes down there and gets up quicker than I've ever seen anybody get up. And he decides to stand about for a bit. And to be honest, I don't know what this guy's doing. If that was me, I would be sprinting, zigzagging, you know, running in through buildings, but I don't know what this guy's deal is. See, he's sort of just looking at the fence there. I'm pretty sure he heard me. I was very nicely asked him to stop and put his hands up, and he declined, so I'm left with no other option. So he's still messing about over here in the road. I mean, what this guy thought was going to happen, I don't know. He actually stops to check this dead body here. I know the body's kneeling there. So he's definitely seen me now, asking him to stop. He's still bleeding, he hasn't even bandaged himself. He runs away, so there's not much I can do but put this poor soul out of his misery, and he can respawn somewhere else. You see him, I chat up again, and it's just telling him, look, I didn't want to kill you. You made me do it. So I'm a bit disappointed with these two guys. I mean, they're not really the sort of people I was looking to run into for a bit of player interaction. But I may as well check their body. And look what we have here. The guy who combat logged about 5 minutes ago looks to have popped back in to pick up his pants and his t-shirt. So he's not getting a second chance. A couple of bullets and he goes down. I just don't know if he's unconscious or not. I'm thinking, well, I'll go and check him. I think, no, I'll check this body first, because a can opener would be really nice. I still haven't found a can opener the whole way through Cherno and Electro. No can opener and no real player interactions. Yeah, I heard some shots and stuff, but nothing worth putting in the video. So check this guy. He's got some food, but I have more food than I know what to do with at the minute. So I just hide his body so nobody else comes up and steals his axe and comes after me. So I'm just going to go check this guy. Now, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy. It would be such a coincidence if another guy in just his white pants and t-shirt came in pretty much the same spot. He's obviously maybe went to another server, thought, I'll get a weapon, and the best thing he could come up with was a fire extinguisher. I know I'm no combat specialist, but fire extinguisher versus M4. M4 is going to win all the time. So I will head on up the coast. I want to make somebody blow themselves up at a petrol station. So I move up to Silenchny here, and you can see there's actually a guy there. Now, I was waiting here for about half an hour and the server restarted, so I've just changed server, come in, and there's a guy right here doing exactly what I was going to make him do. But because I was so excited to see this happening, I didn't actually notice the two dead bodies lying just to my left there. So I go up, thinking this guy has to have seen me. I've already chatted him, asked him to politely stop punching the gas station. I'm talking to him again. So he runs up and looks like he wants a piece. I'm surprised he didn't go down, but oh shit, he's knocked me out. Or so I think, anyway. So that was, that's what you get. If you're trying to be a bad man, there's always another man out there that's a little bit better than you are, and he will kill you, knock you out, and take your stuff. So you can see in direct communication there. I'm trying to maybe talk to the guy, give him my last words, ask him to take the letter to my family. But I'm not dead, I'm just unconscious. So, there's hope. I'm not going to log out and combat log, that's just not what I do. I mean, if I die, fair play to the person who's killed me. So, the guy's actually dead in front of me. I've got my gun in my hands, and who the hell's this guy? He's got a gun that looks exactly like my gun, but as you see when I logged in there, the gun was still in my hands, and I said hello to him, and he shot me.